Okay, Dowie here for Eat, Sleep, Box and Repeat, and I'm joined by Angelo Dragone. Angelo, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Just finished a gym session. Obviously, it's supposed to be fighting tonight. But obviously, the fight was cancelled as I was in the weigh-in yesterday, which is obviously disappointing. It's the second time it's been cancelled now over the last 2 weeks. It's supposed to be on the Liverpool card on the 10th, and now this one. So obviously, it's a bit disappointed, and more disappointed for the fans, obviously, because they spend a lot of money on tickets, hotels, buses. It's just a ball ache just giving the ticket money back, and it's just a nightmare, like, you know. But it is what it is. Like I say, back in the gym this morning. I could have gone on the piss, but I was quite dirty, went. But yeah, just back in the gym. This is where I'm meant to be, and push on.
For those of us that don't follow boxing or don't know the details about it, then why do these fights fall through? You're literally at the weigh-in. You're expecting an opponent. He hasn't turned up. What goes wrong?
I think it's obviously due to the COVID pandemic. I think like everyone's had to renew the medicals, etc. And I know a lot of probably journeymen have probably said just knocked it on the head, innit? So I think only the kind of regular journeymen, and I suppose there's a bit of a shortage now, like, because everyone's trying to pile on the shows and all promoters, and then I suppose there's just a bit of a backlog, as you see in everything, like lorry drivers, and it's the same for journeymen, I suppose. So it's it's a shame, like, but
So instead of then jumping now to being like, right, so what are you doing next? Let's take a quick look back. So you were one of the lucky ones, I guess, that during COVID you managed to get out on the show. So you got out on Matchroom and Fight Camp and stuff like that. Is that a different experience to you compared to the small hall shows and the no crowd? Like, how does that stack up?
Yeah, it was a bit of a surreal experience, to be honest. Obviously, it's been in the bubble for the whole week, and I've been in the Hilton Hotel in my life, like, but I was there for a week, and it was an amazing experience. Just like I said earlier, there's cameras fucking left, right, and centre. And I was like, why are they filming me for? Like, you know what I mean? Just a boy from Carmarthen, like, you know. But yeah, it's an amazing experience. Obviously, all the interviews, the media, you see it on Twitter most of the time, and then you're like, oh, I wouldn't mind being there, like, just to watch it. But I was in them, like, obviously being in the bubble, and do you know what I mean, being this close to Eddie Hearn and stuff like that, and it was amazing. Obviously, the fight then was with no crowd, so it was a bit of a strange experience, because trying to obviously get the song on, and like normally you hear a massive roar, like, and it, but just like couldn't hear a pin drop. So it was a bit like, I was focused, but it was just like, where's the noise, like, do you know what I mean? It was strange. And obviously it was a great battle on the night, and I was fighting on the night. I'm not sure if we've seen on the post as well. Obviously we had a bit of a delay with that as well, because obviously I had the medicals to be done, and it was a bit of an issue with my brain scan. It was nothing major. It was a little bit of a difference from my last scan. So I had to rush into London to see a neurologist. I was the only one like around in the area or something. And then we went up to the bubble, not knowing if the fight was going to be on and off, so we were waiting for the results. And I think on a Wednesday, and they said, oh, it's okay to fight. And I was like, yes, it's on, like. So I had to deal with all that, and then go into the biggest fight in my life. But it didn't faze me, you know what I mean?
No, it clearly didn't faze you, and I think we were saying off camera that I got the feeling and perception that a lot of people watching, like, who hadn't known you before, like, were not really rooting for you. You know, you come across, obviously, you're, like you say, just a boy from Carmarthen, you're down-to-earth guy, and you put on Fight of the Night, and you obviously came out of it, unfortunately, with an injury. You know, so you broke your jaw. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, obviously, like, the fight was quite even up until like the 4th, 5th round, and in the 6th round, then I think it was like within the first minute. I'm not too sure what shot there was, but I just heard a crack in my jaw, and I think because there was no crowd, no like noise, like I actually heard the crack, like, and I was like, oh fuck, I didn't know what was going on, to be honest. I looked at the referee, and I just kind of used my experience and to kind of hold him up. As you seen, towards the last minute, he smelled the blood and he was trying to finish me, like, but I just wrapped him up and held on for my life a little bit. But I was a little bit too scared to throw another punch, to be honest, because it's never happened before, like, so.
Well, and it's no small injury, and obviously that's, you know, it takes a while to heal, takes a while to get over mentally and stuff like that. There was a few sort of posts online and stuff like that, and alluding to Eddie Hearn and following that. Is there truth in the rumour that Eddie Hearn, you know, stumped up some money and paid for surgery or whatever it was?
No, it was when I was talking about the neurologist, they actually billed us £2,000 So it was nearly like going home empty-handed, like, so because we had a bit of a fight of the night, he covered that bill. So
good.
yeah, so thank you Eddie in the Matchroom was saved me there because it was Christmas coming up. We've been having no turkey, like.
Yeah, no, that's a quiet one for the kids.
Yeah.
So obviously an amazing experience, but it's good now that in Wales, unfortunately you're not on the show coming up because of the cancellation, but it's good to see shows coming back.
Yeah.
You obviously want to get out soon, so maybe a quick look at moving forward. I'll jump straight into it. There's talk online, and there has been for a while, that you and Jacob Robertson, son of Steve Robinson, former world champion, are possibly going to get it on. What's the story here?
Yeah, well, I've been told in principle that they've agreed on this about before the COVID, and obviously COVID hit. And I mean, more or less the deal's done, like, so they say it's a gentleman's handshake at the minute. I've seen leaked and post on the comments saying the first I've heard it, but I'll speak to the team. So, you know, I mean, my team are up for it. I know Jacob Robson commented on my Instagram saying he'll let's get it on for the fans. So, you know, I mean, let's get it on. It's going to be a good fight. He's unbeaten, 8-0. He's a top prospect, and I'll be there to test him. And I believe I stop him. I believe I can beat him up and win that title, which I deserve and which I should have had last time.
Is this, so we're talking about it being for a title, and I know from having chatted to you that you're pretty good with the weight. You know, you can get up, you can get down. Where's your sort of weight? Where would you want to be fighting?
Well, that fight would be at 9 stone featherweight, so I made 9 stone 1 for the Dante Dixon fight, and you know, I mean, I felt good. Obviously it was hard the last few pounds, like, but it's for everybody, you know. But you know, I walk around 10 stone, so I've only got a stone to lose, and then, I mean, got a whole fight camp ahead of me now. And yeah, just get the fight date and let's get it on.
So we've got a handshake agreement. You want it, Jacob wants it.
Yeah.
Lee, Eaton, MTK, they're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
How do you see it? As in, can we get a big show in Wales? Get you guys fighting on it? A few other Welsh titles? What's your dream for your next fight?
Well, dream I've always wanted to fight at home, like, you know, to bring boxing back to Llanelli Carmarthen, but obviously the title's vacant. If I win that belt, I would love to defend it in my hometown. I've always wanted to do that anyway, but obviously it would probably be a neutral ground. Maybe it'll probably be in Cardiff. I'm used to going to people's backyards, so I'll fight anywhere. Do you know what I mean? So I believe that would be, you know, the main event, and maybe a support of like a Celtic title or any other title, and just get all the Welsh boys out. I mean, they haven't been out in a while, so just have a stacked card and a big night in Wales. That's what we want. What the fans want as well, you know.
Cool. So I don't want to take any more of your time. For those of you that might be seeing this is Saturday morning. Angelo's been in the gym before 8 o'clock, done his workout and all that, so we're filming it early. If you had your message now direct to whoever makes the decisions, whether it's direct to Jacob, direct to Lee, to MTK, whoever, staring straight at them now down the camera, what do you want to say to them? How can you make this fight happen?
Well, do you know what I mean? Welsh boxing is back, and that's the mouth-watering fight. Jacob Robertson's unbeaten. You know I'm going to come and bring my A game and just give my all 100%. It's going to be fireworks on the night, and I believe it ends in a stoppage. You know what I mean? And let's get it on. There's all talk. You see so many 10, 11, 12-0 prospects just fighting bums, journeymen. You know what I mean? I've fought blokes in my 4-5, Rhys Saunders. I fought obviously Dante Dixon last fight. I fought Tools in my Welsh title fight. This will be my 7th, 8th fight now, and I fought all those names already. So if Jacob Robinson's going to be the next best thing, let's test him, and I'm the man to test him. So I'll get the Welsh title on the table, and you know what I mean? It's not rocket science. Sign a bit of paper, get it on. It's simple, isn't it? I don't know why it's such a palaver of things, you know, but I want it, he wants it, let's do it. Yeah.
There we go, here first. So eat, sleep, box and repeat. Angelo Dragone, thank you for your time, Andrew.
Yeah,
appreciate
no problem,
that,
thank you, mate.
And we'll catch up with you again soon.
Yeah, thank you very much.